Inertia is not just a science word your physics teacher threw at you before summer break. It is the reason your phone flies off the dashboard when you slam the brakes. It is why your coffee spills when someone bumps your desk. It is why your dog keeps sliding across the hardwood floor like it is auditioning for a figure skating competition. Inertia is not just real, it is out here ruining your day. So what is it? Inertia is the tendency of objects to resist changes in their motion. If something is chilling, it wants to keep chilling. If it is moving, it wants to keep moving. That is Newton's first law of motion. And no, it is not optional. It is not a suggestion, it is the law. Literally. Let's get formal for a second. Newton's first law says, an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion, unless acted upon by an external force. Sounds fancy, but it is basically saying, stuff is lazy. It does not want to change what it is doing unless something makes it. Your car does not stop because it feels like it. It stops because you hit the brakes. Your body does not fly forward in a crash because it is rebellious. It is just obeying inertia. You are moving, and unless something like a seatbelt or the dashboard stops you, you will keep moving. That is inertia in action. And it does not care about your insurance premiums. Here is where people mess up. Inertia is not mass. It is not weight. It is not your gym gains. Mass is how much stuff is in something. Weight is how gravity pulls on that stuff. Inertia, that is how stubborn that stuff is. Think of it like this. Mass is your friend who refuses to leave the party. Inertia is how hard it is to drag them out the door. The more mass, the more inertia. But they are not the same thing. Mixing them up is like confusing your ex with your therapist. One listens, the other just causes emotional resistance. Let's talk examples. You are on a skateboard. You push off. You roll. You stop pushing. Do you stop immediately? Nope. You keep rolling until friction or a curb or your own bad decisions stop you. That is inertia. Or picture this. You are carrying a tray of drinks. You trip. The drinks keep going. Why? Because they were in motion, and your clumsy foot was not enough of an external force to stop them. Inertia does not care about your carpet. Even your morning routine is inertia. You wake up, hit snooze, and stay in bed is rest. Staying at rest. You finally get up, and now you are brushing your teeth, making coffee, doom-scrolling motion, staying in motion, until your boss calls. That is the external force. Here is the twist. Inertia is not just about objects. It is about stability. It is why your coffee mug does not randomly fly off the table. It is why you can walk without floating away. It is why your car does not just start doing donuts on its own. Inertia is the universe's way of saying, chill. It keeps things predictable. Without it, every step you take would be a gamble. You would throw a ball and it might just stop midair. Or, worse, never stop. Ever. Just floating through space like your hopes and dreams. Want to see inertia in beast mode? Go to space. No gravity. No friction. No brakes. If you throw a wrench in space, it will keep going, forever, until it hits something or someone. That is why astronauts are basically floating examples of Newton's first law. They push off a wall and just drift. Like your motivation on a Monday. Let's bring it back to Earth. You are in a car. You are texting bad idea. The driver slams the brakes. Your phone becomes a missile. Why? Because it was in motion. The car stopped. Your phone did not get the memo. That is inertia. It is also why seatbelts exist. They are the external force that keeps you from becoming a hood ornament. Ever seen a linebacker hit a running back? That is inertia versus inertia. The bigger the mass, the more inertia. That is why a 300-pound lineman is harder to stop than your little cousin on a tricycle. It is not just about speed. It is about how much stuff is moving and how badly it wants to keep moving. Look, you do not need to be a physicist to appreciate inertia. It is everywhere. It is why planes cruise, why trains take forever to stop, and why your cat refuses to move when you try to vacuum. Understanding inertia means understanding how the world moves and how to not get smacked in the face by it. So here's the deal. Newton's first law explains inertia. Inertia is the resistance to change in motion. It is why things stay still or keep moving unless something interferes. It is not mass. It is not weight. It is the universe's way of saying, nah, I am good right here. Now it is your turn. Drop a comment with your most chaotic inertia moment. Did your pizza box fly off the passenger seat? Did your dog slide across the kitchen like a furry bowling ball? You want to hear it? And hey, if you liked this breakdown, smash that like button like it is an external force. Subscribe to Think, because we are not just about science, we are about making it make sense. Next up, why you are never actually sitting still, the earth is lying to you. Yeah, it is about motion and betrayal.